Hey there, so this is an update. So today's is about resorting to self-harm because like what you do, like for example me not telling my parents that I'm bisexual, really doesn't help your self-esteem. Kind of sometimes you feel like there's something wrong with you, or just for any reason, self-harm not the option. I've known that I was bisexual probably from 6th grade, and sorry, Dixie, come baby. And I mean, and since 7th grade, well from 7th to 10th grade, I was self-harming, and it kind of sucks. I mean, I had all these friends who really cared and didn't want me doing this, and they'd say how bad it was, and they tried to help, but you can't help someone who doesn't want your help. Do you understand that? Like, I just got in a fight yesterday, this morning, with a really good friend, Alex. I'm gonna say his name since he doesn't know I have this, but and he was talking about what a letdown I am because he's been trying to help me, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry that I'm let down, but at this point the help's not working, so I don't want it. And it's not him, it's your fault inside, but that's not a bad thing. There comes a point where you do need help, but up until then, it's not gonna work. So self-harm, for all of you guys who don't believe me about self-harm, I did self-harm myself. I actually used to cut myself, and I will show you in case you guys can see it. I don't know if you can see the scars, but yeah. And those big ones were actually burn marks, but that's a different story. And self-harm doesn't just mean cutting, it means putting yourself down, making you feel like crap, smoking, drugs. I mean, I've been in all of those places, drinking. Tip to everyone, don't drink by yourself. Especially if you're depressed, it just makes things worse. And here's some things to do to make you less depressed or want to self-harm yourself less. I have a friend from 1st grade that she's always been there for me. We've been through everything together, absolutely anything you can imagine. And I kept hiding it from her that I was bisexual until about 10th grade, when she found out about my girlfriend, because it wasn't really a secret. Everyone in school knew it was like the big weird thing, because they're not very accepting. And she asked me about it, and I figured I shouldn't tell her because she was Christian, and at that time I believed all Christians thought it was like an abomination to be gay or bisexual or anything but straight. So and we had a long talk about it, and she doesn't feel that way at all. I mean, she has a lot of gay friends, she's a great girl and everything, and I love her to death. And I found out there's someone out there that everyone can talk to. As much as you feel like you can't talk to that person, no matter how long or how little they have known you, you can talk to someone. Maybe it's your neighbor. It doesn't matter. Or your freaking dog. I've talked to my dog many times. It doesn't help that much, but it still works. You can always blog about it. I actually know someone who has a blog, and even just getting random things, it really helps. Random comments from people. And if you have a YouTube channel or something like that and you're in the same situation with me, or you resort to self-harm, those comments that everyone gets, some those negative, bashing, hating, horrible, horrible comments that you get, because I know you do, delete them. And if they put it back on there, delete it again, because don't let them get under your skin. It doesn't matter what they have to say, it just matters what you put out there. If that's how you can get to it, that's good for you. For me, smoking is a great relief. I do it like all the time. Every morning, 8 a.m. I wake up and I go have a smoke. But I wouldn't really resort to that, you guys. You don't want to end up having cancer, and for me, I've thought of that, and that's a risk I'm going to take for now, but I am going to try and quit someday. Running. I used to be a huge runner until I started smoking. That is terrific. You go out there, you turn the music on your iPod or MP3 all the way up, some loud song, and you just keep running. Or walk. I mean, and so don't become too dependent on one person. They're not always gonna be there. As much as you think they are, they're not always gonna be there. And that's about it for things that you can do to help yourself from self-harm. Therapist, on to the next topic. My parents sent me to this therapist after they pulled me out of my high school, and one of the first things he said was, everything that's said here is confidential. Bullshit. It's not. My mom and I were talking, and she said something, and I was like, God, why the hell would I tell her that? When did I tell her that? And yeah, realized the only person I ever told that was my therapist. Great job. So don't talk to your therapist as much as you think it's gonna help. Don't do it. If your parents are like, yeah, this is a great idea, inside they're just thinking, great, we're gonna get the scoop on this bitch's life. But you will find someone to talk to, so just not a therapist, they're liars. Find something you love. You love, love, love. I love to draw. I love to write poems. I love to listen to music. I love to play sports. Yeah, I would show you my room, but my name's all over it, so, and I don't want you guys to know it. But, just find something. I know there's something out there for everyone. And, one thing that really helped me was, I saw this video about, these are my secrets, and I actually posted one, but it won't be on this channel. It's on my other channel, which actually people know my name on. But, and what they do is these people write on a piece of paper, their secrets on multiple pieces of paper. And, they don't speak, they just show their secrets. And then people comment on them, and they're like, wow, we have something in common. You guys can find help that way. It's, self-harm just doesn't work. Suicide. There's actually two people in my town that have actually committed suicide, and it's like, no, you're not gonna go through with it. Dude, if you hear someone say, I'm gonna kill myself, you ask them, are you serious? And if they like pause and say no with a question mark at the end of it, tell someone, get them help. There's the yellow ribbon cards that you can do. There's just so many things. No matter, it may just be a joke. You don't want anyone to die in your life. It's awful. It's gonna happen, but if you can prevent it, go right on ahead. So, that covers suicide and self-harm, and I really hope that helps you guys. Peace.